Hello, and welcome to the final edition of Ambient Talkie in 2024. This is a show where we dive into some weird and wacky equipment and wonderful, call it whatever you want music. I'm Andy from Two Round Robins, and I hope you're ready for a bit of a final rambling session of the year. Well, friends, another year has passed, filled with musical madness and fun sound experiments. So I sincerely hope you've had as much fun watching my content as I've had creating it. That said, I must admit that the workload proved quite challenging at times, at least, not just from the perspective of producing YouTube content, but also due to some, let's say, uneven terrain that I have encountered this year, which impacted me and my creative output quite a bit. Still, we stay strong and march onwards, heads held high into the next year. So this episode is a little update to the channel and what you can expect in the coming year. Let's kick things off with a bit of a change. So, some of you might have noticed, or at least I undoubtedly have, that at times, some content at least, dropped a bit on the production side. You know, the videos don't look as good as some of them used to, or at least in my own way. And I think this is mostly because of the narrow time frame in which I'm producing these videos. So, having a full-time job and other ongoing projects makes the videos suffer a bit when it comes to filming and editing. Now, don't get me wrong, they still take a lot of time and effort to get to the finish line, but this time frame is getting more and more narrow with each video, which makes me think that I should rethink or redo my strategy, mainly changing the weekly schedule. So what does this mean for you guys? Well, in essence, it doesn't mean much. I'm sure you'd rather see me skip a video for a week or two, and as a result, maybe you get a better and more engaging content. So in layman's terms, this basically means that I might skip a jam video, or if the talkie episode needs a bit more to research, write and produce, then it might take a bit longer to properly finish it. And this might result that videos come out in a more unregular fashion. However, I'll still try my best to give you guys regular weekly content, but if push comes to shove, I will rather take a step back and not let my fear and anxiety of the YouTube algorithm or keeping the YouTube algorithm happy overtake me. So hopefully this will make me feel a bit less pressured and make me focused more on the actual joy of creating these videos, not just me marching through to meet a weekly deadline. So the gist of it is, let's just experiment, in a bit of a difference and see what happens. And now let's just move to the more fun stuff. What's coming in 2025? Now, from my previous year in a review episode, you might have seen that I haven't been keeping much promises. I wanted to showcase a bit of Synths Academy synths and the DIY versions of creating synths, and I wanted to showcase Tidal Cycle's live coding environment. But, having less time proved unfeasible for this project, or for at least as big as a project that Synths Academy DIY synths and Tidal Cycles would take. So, in essence, I'll try my best to incorporate them into the upcoming year. Now, having said that, here are a few teasers for topics that will most likely be covered in the upcoming year. First, it's probably gonna be perception script, So this was teased already in 2024 via a little jam video. And this is basically a second script that I'm working on, and it's a little animal perception script, something that I'm very interested in. But it's not there yet. It's not quite finished. But you know, if I put effort and time into it, I might get this thing up and officially released with the version 1.0 in the next year. So hopefully that comes out. Next thing is a thing that me, Maggie, and Simon Thomas, so aka the Mosaic Tapes on Instagram and on Bandcamp, a great designer from London. Basically, we've created inspiration cards for the DAWless users, which basically creatively limit you in just a way, and they seem a bit esoteric and they seem a bit cool and all. So these are quite something special that we have been working on and off for some time, and hopefully next year shall give us a bit more leg room to finish and to make them available for you, you know, to either buy or to either or we open source them or whatever. It's just a cute little inspiration cards thing that might work, and we're all very proud of it. We're all very happy about it. So, and we're all very excited that this thing might come, you know, in the future to you guys. Next thing is, you know, since I took a leap into the Eurorack modular world, I'll definitely try to showcase a bit more modules. So, you know, modules like Monum Crow, which I haven't seen like a proper video on it, and I was always curious what the hell that thing does. So I'll probably do that. I'll do a look-see into the ERD Toad, which I showcased a bit this year, but still it needs a proper introduction. And you know, other modules as well as this special little thing. So this is the OctaSense, which is a Swiss Army knife of CV and everything. It's extremely rare because I think it's only like only two more DIY kits available, and I don't know if they're gonna continue with this or not. But this is very cool. The creator or the developer showed me what it does. I was very impressed, and I of course agreed to showcase it on the channel. So this might be really cool. This might be a really great addition. Also, you know, I'm not just into the whole, oh, let's just talk about gear and whatnot, but I'm also into, you know, how we create music, you know, in the creative side of ambient music. So one of the topics that I'm thinking of taking on in 2025 is basically recording delicate sounds and then create the, you know, using them creatively, and recording insects, which is a topic that, you know, this summer proved to be quite interesting. So I wanna go into that, and of course, hopefully many more interesting jams, talkies, episodes of In Convo with, you know. So stay tuned, and hopefully cool stuff shall appear. So my main personal goal in life is to live off of my creative output. It's extremely difficult to do that, but I'm hopeful that 2025 will bring me a bit closer to achieving that almost unfeasible dream. Don't we all? With that in mind, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to my dear Patreons who supported me throughout this year. This means the world to me that you enjoy my content and believe in my work enough to actually support it on a monthly basis. Without you, many of these episodes wouldn't have been possible. And also, there's another sample library waiting for you at the main Patreon page. So go there and check it out. And you can use them in your next project. And for anyone who isn't a Patreon member yet, you can become one for a very affordable price. Just follow the link in the description if you want to support me that way. And another thank you as well goes to my subscribers, that the wonderful community that you have built here. Without you, this channel would be a ghost town. So your engagement and enthusiasm for the content remind me that what I'm doing is kind of meaningful and hopeful and cool and good and, you know, all that lovely stuff. So, you know, it's worth the time and effort, even though at times, you know, I just want to go to sleep and rest a bit. But, you know, it means the world to me. That's what I'm saying. So hopefully you'll stick around. So I'll wish you all the best in 2025. May any potential rocky road be nothing more than more wind in your sails. And let's try to make it a beautiful year. So with that said, do have a great rest of your evening, morning, or afternoon, whenever you might be watching this, and I'll see you next time. Take care and goodwill towards humankind.